Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well-person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits only temporarily those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corruption people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter. It's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure. They will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society. We all lose when corruption is rampant. Those who participate in corruption have chosen evil over good, lies over truth, and personal gain over well-being of all. To be corrupt means to be rotten. When meat is corrupt, it's rotten, and it stinks. Rotten meat can't be eaten. When a person is corrupt, he's rotten and unfit for a place in the community. A corrupt person should be jailed in order to protect society from the vile deeds of the corrupt person. Government should be protecting us from the foul results of corruption instead of being the proponents and participants in corruption. When corruption is systemic, when it's a culture and a way of life, when corruption thrives, it destroys the health of the community and nation. Now let me tell you something. Defeating corruption is a very difficult thing. The love of money is the root of all evil, the Bible says. People who love money will do almost anything to get it. Those who choose to stand up against corruption, you need to know that we're going to be involved in a war. We will be threatened, vilified, intimidated, marginalized, and ridiculed. These kind of people who stand up against corruption will often feel alone, as if they are the problem instead of the solution. Corruption can only be defeated when enough people have had enough and decide to do something about it. Africa needs to raise up a new generation of corrupt-free young people who together and in support of one another build a beautiful, new, corrupt-free Africa. We need a new generation of young people to fill the places of leadership who think differently and are motivated not by greed, but a genuine sense of servanthood to the people of our community. The church exists to call the nation back to righteousness. We are here to lift the standard of good that God requires for prosperity and health to flourish across the land. The Bible says, woe to those who acquit the guilty for a bribe, but deny justice to the innocent. Therefore, as tongues of fire lick up straw, and as dry grass sinks down in the flames, so their roots will decay and their flowers blow away like dust, for they have rejected the law of the Lord Almighty. We all need to be reminded that from time to time, God has created everything. Therefore, he owns everything. He is the final authority over everything, and he has the right to determine how everything should be managed and used. We own nothing. What we have, we only manage on God's behalf. We need to be reminded that God, the righteous judge, requires every one of us on a day he is appointed to stand before him and to give an account for what we did with his property, with the positions and the people that he entrusted into our hands. God, the righteous judge, will act and decide justly. He will not forever allow the corrupt to thrive and dominate the poor by their evil and corruption. Oh, young Ugandan, you who hold the future of this nation in your hand, the most important message that I can give you today in this anti-corruption week is this: never pay a bribe and never demand one. I've had the honor of living in Uganda for almost 40 years. I came here to preach the good news about Jesus and to call this nation back to God and to godliness. I can confidently tell you that over those 40 years, I have never paid a bribe, and I'm proud of it. The way to kill corruption is for all of us to just say no.
All right, Biafrans, una welcome, una well done. So many things that happen, so many things that go on, so many things that para. Some they say waiting the para, so many things that para. Today, right now, as we they hear the talk for Biafra land, they don't invade, they do their normal thing. Waiting be their normal thing. You know now, today they are not, they claim they are. You see, when we they talk, many people they try understand. We talk we don't talk so many times. We don't talk say these people are not looking for anybody where they tell you say that they look for. They say they claim they are looking for Eastern security. They claim they are looking for who again? Nobody. They claim they are looking for all sort of people. They claim they are looking for. At the end, na innocent civilians, houses. I know all these things they have not this while everybody knows, but they good when a Nigerian journal or media talk then from there we go take up up so it no go be propaganda again. So as we are telling you, as we are talking to you, as we are explaining to you, that is how it has been. Whether you agree, whether you no agree. Today, Nigeria, Dangote is fighting to take over the whole of Nigeria. And the people think he is fighting for them. Remember, we go look into that. We go see what happen when he do for cement. Why you dey buy cement is so expensive today. You know, say so many people don't forget. We don't take and say now so life be because our own now anything we see we take them like that. We know they remember how it started. We know they remember how we waka enter there. We the only remember say we dey here and we take them say now so life be. We don't suppose they take life say now so it be. We suppose they take them say we suppose they know why it be like that. When you find yourself in any situation, try and find out why are you in that situation. Whether in this Biafra matter, whether in your private matter, or whether in your secret matter, find out first. Waiting be the reason why you land for that place where you land. Waiting be the reason why. Because when you know the reason why you land for where you land, na be say the matter tie wrapper. I tell you, na be say the matter e don tie wrapper. So I want make we understand Nigeria. E get as e be. Nigeria a tie wrapper. Nigeria tie wrapper. Nigeria matarada. Nigeria mata tie wrapper. I beg anywhere you are joining me from, try and like this video. Okay, I greet you, my Biafran people, my wonderful people. I can see you from the comment section. I see you, Shinedu Afunwa. I see you, Oka for Felix. They will know. And every other person out there watching, I greet all of you. We go into so many things this very evening. We go into so many things this evening. And then why no go come out? I want make it come out. You know, really come out. Why no go come out? Okay. If you no come out, make it there. Make I no go follow you, spoil what I dey do. I want sit at home. It be like saying I sit at home. We go take start today program. We go take sit at home start. Why I want make we take this sit at home start na due to waiting they go on and waiting the para. Make you see Enugu. I don't know why Enugu governor they carry this matter for head. You see, people no dey understand that when they carry matter, general matter for head, e dey wound, e dey wound, e go win though. E go win though, but they no dey understand am. They know they understand them. Say when you carry public matter for your head, it go wound you. The weight go destroy you. But they know they understand them. But that is bad way. We go continue they do wetin we know how to do. Hey, Nolin in they will want them. They will you're welcome. Just try and like this video as you are watching. Try and like this video anywhere you are watching from. I beg you. I beg you. And then I want us to see this Nigeria really where would they talk about? Waiting be Nigeria, who own Nigeria. Some things when they go inside the Nigeria, we go look into all of them this afternoon, this evening, this morning. Again, I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your own location. Anywhere you are watching from, I greet you in the name of Chukwokike. Thank you for coming, and God bless you. As you are coming, remember to always go to our church offering box and drop your tithe and offering. You know where be our church offering box, Abi? You don't know where. You go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org, or you go to ipubinUSA.org and they drop your offering. Now there would they do our own offering. Now there would they do our tithing. And now there God do they bless us because God don't they bless us since now there we day. And then we go continue. We no get anything we will owe anybody other than to the fight and the talk the truth. They go on. We no get problem with anybody. Who thinks say we get problem? Now that person be the problem. Ay! Ewo. So this wonderful time, this wonderful day, this wonderful evening, we go start. Like I said, I go like or I for like make we start with sit at home. Make we start with the sit at home, waiting the para for sit at home, how is the para for sit at home. Make we start. Hmm? So as I don't know why they always do this to my video. Anytime I start, they go do Shineke na menena ya bere. Biafra, make our app come. Hmm? When our app come, we go under they go understand they say we go leave them wrong. We go leave them. We go leave them. YouTube just frustrate everything we would they do. As long as na Biafra matter, you base on, not be say they just do scratch once in a while you enter. They go there frustrate you. But it is well. We don't get anything against anybody. We must fight until we are free. Nine be the matter. If you refuse to fight, you will never be free. So you must fight to be free. Nine be the matter way day. Nine be the cocoa way day. And they try see how I go put how I go put what do you call them picture so that the thing no go dey disturb so that I go fit dey do program at least now make I don't know why they just they do this. I don't know why. I no fit explain why. But whatever they it be, however it be, we must continue. We know they stop. Even if they like make them block everything, one way must open. And if that one way open, we go follow that one way. They do wetin we know how to do. Nine be the matter way they we no get anything to say, to do, to talk, but to fight for our freedom. Yeah, I've succeeded in putting one picture there. Make I see now whether they go allow the video to dey play, make people they see them. Okay, my Biafran people, una welcome again, una well done again. We move. We will always move because we are on the move and we have been on the move. So, like I said, this sit at home today, people are crying for this sit at home. Why are they crying? You see, when we tell you see our prime minister, you see that our prime minister, respect him. I tell you the truth, respect him. You know why you go respect him? God dey dey with him. God dey lead them. God dey guide them. God dey share wetin him dey do. In case you never understand, now God they tell them or they guide them or they protect them or they lead them or they show them waiting him they do. Without wasting too much time, quickly make we go into this video now. Make we watch. First of all, waiting this sit at home they do. Whether they do anything, whether I know
You're welcome.
anything, you go find out now why you must continue to sit at home. Why are they fighting against this sit at home? They are fighting against this at home because it they destroy, it they grant their economy. It they grant them, no be say it they slum. It they grant them, like machine where they grant something where be stone, it go grant them, it go become dust. Now, so they sit at home, they grant them, and they sit at home must continue. It must continue. So let us listen. Listen.
Come back to news today, and it is the discussion segment. Of course, there's been a lot of interventions by the Enugu state government to make sure that security is in place in the state. And of course, he's gone ahead to use the. I learned, of course, that there are CCTV being mounted in some very strategic places and collaboration with security agencies. All this geared towards stamping out remnants of sit at home within the state. And the governor has been very vocal. He's been issuing very strongly worded statements against those who are perpetrating the what they call scaremongering and the spreading fear among people. And to help us, take a look at how sit at home is dealing with our people, and especially those who want to be the purveyors of fear by spreading the very bad gospel of sit at home, how that is affecting Southeast. I'm joined this afternoon on the discussion segment of News Today by Darlington Arinza. Namani. He's a public affairs analyst and social commentator. Thank you so much, Mr. Namani, for joining me.
Thank you, Alex.
This afternoon. So,
thank you.
What is this about? Because I know that slightly over a year ago, or about a year ago, the governor also intervened, making sure that people don't walk around in fear, irrespective of the day, whether it is Saturday, whether it is Monday, whether it is Friday. He's working to make sure that people move freely. Has that changed? Has that commitment changed?
Okay, you see, the person who is the governor of Enugu State now, Dr. Peter Bisimba, is someone who has seen the problem even before vying for the office of the governor. He saw the problems and he has those solutions on his head. When he assumed office, first thing he started was that we must stop sit at home in Enugu State, because he has a lot of dreams, a lot of visions, humongous visions for the state. So he started talking about ending sit at home. When he started it, everybody was saying, most people were saying, naysayers were saying, Mr. Governor, why will you talk about sit at home now? Why not focus on your job as the governor and leave sit at home? Leave sit at home alone. You understand? But this is someone who is coming from a private sector, an entrepreneur. He understands the fact that when people are not working, that the economy of the state or the nation is losing something. So he became very, very, very bullish and intentional about pushing out the miscreants who are disturbing the people of Enugu State from going out the daily activities. So when he started it, many people said, no, it's not possible, it's not possible. And one thing is very sure, since he declared the end of sit at home in Enugu State, we have not seen any or had any place that have any gun shot or anything, because he has the security strategy in check. He has everything. He has the technical know-how. He understands.
Okay, now, as this Okoko here now, this Okoko here, where is his picture? See as he be like a balloon where they blow. And then when you look at him very well, you will see that this man self, he doesn't look an Igbo man. He claim. I don't know his name. He look like Hausa. See him. He look like Hausa man. Now, when you look at him, you ask yourself, this man now where they talk this thing, wetin be the security when they talk about Peter Mba don bring for Enugu State? No. Hey, Obieze, I greet you, Obieze Ndewo. Welcome. Wetin be, is it not the same Enugu State where we dey see Funani kidnapping people every week? No be the same Enugu. No be the same Enugu be close, just beside the Nana, beside it, they go call am beside it, see am here, see am side by side. Army checkpoint, they do kidnapping. Army go fold hand, throw away eye. No be the same Enugu. Now this man, they tell you, say, since Peter Mba come, he stops. Now sit at home. Was there ever insecurity caused by sit at home? No. Question is this. I want to find out. Maybe you are in the comment section and you want to help me. Was there ever a time sit at home caused insecurity? Because when people come sit down for TV house like this, they go just open their mouth to the talk, so that tomorrow maybe the I want appointment where governor go give him, he go call and tell us say you do well, he go give him appointment. This is the same people be where they destroy people, poor people houses, poor people whole farms with no compensation. Now me dey here now they praise. He come in, thank God he come in instead of first waiting he don't bring for Enugu State. Waiting be the development wey he don't do for Enugu. Common insecurity, he no fit fight am. He dey fight sit at home. Thank you, Noli, my dear. Thank you. You came in. You did not fight insecurity. Your problem is sit at home. Soludo came in, fight insecurity. Soludo problem is sit at home. Soludo focused in fighting sit at home, fighting against the coming of Biafra. I want to ask a question. Why would anybody wey get brain, wey dey reason, think that Biafra, coming of Biafra is your problem? Are you normal? Are you normal? Because under normal circumstances, the people we calling for freedom were not initially. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu no carry anything. Even flag itself, you know who. They were only singing freedom. Owazrike were singing no flag, nothing. And you started shooting. You started murdering. You started buying them. Today, this one sit down here, they tell you, Peter Mba entered there. And immediately he entered. Everything come under control. Waiting there outside control before Peter Mba enter. Was it not the kidnapping that has been happening, that we know that there are Fulani headers, until today, the same thing is still happening. Have anything changed? What have changed? Nothing. Did anything change? No. I thank God that they have accepted that and they are confessing that they sit at home, they crush the economy. Sit at home, they crush them. And that is why our Prime Minister say this sit at home go continue. This sit at home go continue on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you break. Then Friday, you hammer them. We are now coming to the stage where we are now going to be touching them for where they're hot. Friday, by the time Friday will be normalized as sit at home in Biafra land, make I see where you go come block road to they do whatever now positionally in them. We go understand them. Somebody go say, but if you stop them from doing their masalachi on Friday in Biafra land, they go stop you from doing your Christian work. You consign me. Since Ojuku never they call you, make you come home from Ojuku, even Owazunke called you to come home. Now they cannot call you. Our Prime Minister now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is calling you, come home till now. You don't want to come. Didn't say you go church. The one where they bombing for church before, anybody stop them for Biafra land from worshiping?
Short or anything, because he has the security strategy in check. He has everything. He has the technical know-how. He understands how modern society should.
He have the security strategy. He have the technical know-how. Yet, the kidnapping in Enugu no stop. It no stop. You see how people they make fool of themselves. You just come sit down for screen, they talk rubbish. You just come sit down for screen, they talk rubbish. The only truth wey in talk here, and the only thing wey be like say e get reason wey inside wey in talk be say in talk say as in describe am, he say sit at home is an economic inhibitor to the growth of the southeast. And Simon Ekpa Wakuda, that thing in Finland, the criminal Onyosi Ekperima, have told you that the reason he is in calling for sit at home is to crush the economy. And when you are talking about the economy in the southeast, whose economy are we talking about? It's not about individual economy, because when they come here now, come and write sit at home and is an economic inhibitor to the growth of the southeast, economic inhibitor to the growth of the southeast, it's a lie. It's the government properties, government businesses in the southeast. You as a person, you go to your market, you make your business. Whenever you open and your business is there, nobody steal them. Whenever you close them, you close them, you open them, you open them. You sit at home, you know, promote the value of your market. You sit at home, even if you lock your shop for 1 year, you know, go reduce your price. Rather, self, you go increase them. Is this sit at home that is responsible for no food in your country? Is this sit at home? Did you sit at home before your yam disappeared in the market? Did you sit at home before tomato disappeared? Did you sit at home before rice disappeared? Did you sit at home before even oil disappeared? Did you sit at home before even vegetable? They will come and make sit at home to look as if it is against you as an individual. No, sit at home is a strategy to fight or fighting against the government. It's not against the individual, because these are the individuals that are involved in the sit at home. They are the ones carrying out the sit at home. So you no go come the fight against yourself, against the government. So this economy we are talking about is the government economy, not individual economy.
Should work. So in Enugu State today, we have seen tremendous effort made by the state government to provide security for the people. Each time those miscreants order that they will be sit at home. So there is a positive impact.
Look at this one again, he's calling us miscreant. Look at him. Just look at him. He's calling us miscreant. Look at him. People will not know where they start from. Just see him, see him face. Awusa man, Funani man, Ogobiri man, calling me miscreant in my own land. Because they happen to born you in Biafra land. You claim Biafran, and now you are calling me a miscreant. Because I said I want freedom. Because I cry out and tell you, say, I don't like the way you manipulate my life. You manipulate my blessings. Can this Yegu sitting here call the Funanis that are carrying out what do you call it, ethnic cleansing, miscreant? Can he do that? He cannot. He cannot. Because when you come to Biafra land, you call anybody any name, nobody that fight you. Nobody's interested in anything. All we care about is freedom. But you cannot call Funanis that are carrying out ethnic cleansing and land grabbing and chasing people into IDP. You cannot dare open your mouth and call them miscreant, not to talk of calling them terrorists or calling them criminals. Have you seen how stupid some people are? You call me a miscreant because I tell you, say me, I need my freedom. But the Funanis that have stopped people from going to farm, taking taxes from people, having their Sharia law being activated their Sharia law by force, arresting you, you paying your ransom to get freed. If you don't have ransom, there's a possibility you moot there. They have their secretariat, they have their guns. You cannot even open your mouth and call them common criminals. Even the bandit they told you is their name, you are scared of calling them bandits. But you are here calling Biafrans miscreants. Because we said we want to sit at home. Because we said we want referendum. Because we said we want freedom. You are calling us miscreant. But you cannot call the Funanis that are killing people, raping people, kidnapping people, sending people to IDP camp. You cannot call them miscreant. Fear no go let you, because you know, say, if you do them, you go disappear. You go stand for the ground of the people of God to insult God, because they are merciful people, because they have a merciful God. They serve a merciful God. This man that is telling you this, do you know that IDP camp is in Enugu? And the worst part of it is that this is the worst IDP camp you will ever see in life. Go and check Google. The people of Hamufu are still in IDP camp. If you have everything under check, under control, why have you not restored those people to their communities? Abandoned in the middle of nowhere. Know that you are taking care of, know that you are giving them food. Women and children are abandoned in a harmful forest in the name of IDP camp. People of Ewu, anyway, we are not talking about that one. We are talking about Enugu. And this Oko here that is like a swollen ozumochari, ozumochari where electric day, is now calling me a miscreant because I said I want to sit at home to fight for my freedom. That is the evil I have done. And the sit at home go happen. That day, come out, make we see you. We go not say you the talk true. Come for street, you can't tell us say nothing that happen. Now you and the masters will send you this talk where they talk today. Now they go still send their own unknown government against your head.
Part from the side of the governor.
So, I mean, for people who are probably not from Enugu, maybe someone just came into Enugu and is hearing that maybe a group of people are saying, okay, that we sit at home this day and the other day. I mean, what message is the government sending? Because I'm sure they are also sending out their own assurances to the people. What kind of message are they sending, and what plans are in place to make sure that people are not moving around in fear?
You see, just like I said, when he came, he brought out an initiative of distress response squad by the state government. He has a lot of security plans. Sometimes you don't talk about most deep things about what the government want to do about security, but it has been assured, it has been seen from his body language and from everything, because sit at home is causing a lot of things for the people of Enugu State and in Southeast general. We lost a lot of money from 2021 when it started to 2022. It was recorded.
You and who is losing the money? Ask this Okoko here. Which business are you doing? Where did you lose the money from? We lose a lot of money. I don't even know who you are. But this Okoko here is definitely nobody to tell you they lose a lot of money. I don't know who he be. I dey try finding them. I no even see them. Whether you know even get them. You know get them. So how is it at home taking your money from you? I want somebody to ask this Okoko here. How manage sit at home, come out money for your pocket? You get business. Even if you get business, like I said before, sit at home, no go come out your business now. Sit at home is against the government, not against the individual. But these people will come and sit down with you, go to all Ghana, and they whether na waiting be that one where they Germany, where say okay, Chukwu Hala, Biafran child, whether na the same coat they wear, I don't know. See, look at him. Yeah, we have lost. You and who lost what? What did you lose? I'm asking a question now. Is there anybody in Biafra land that have lost his business due to sit at home? Is there anybody that have lost their business for sit at home? I am asking a question. Who have lost their businesses because of sit at home? But we have seen people losing their businesses for Funani's sake. We have seen people losing their businesses because of fire. Because of go home, we don't want you. We go drown you for water. But this one is I'm telling you, Citadel is destroying our businesses, is destroying our economy. Do you have economy? You have, if you have economy, you will not sit here and do bia like a goat where shrine reject. Do face like he go to where they take go shrine reject them. You get business.
That the Southeast lost about 5 point something trillion naira. So the businesses of South,
If they have been losing 5.5 trillion and the Southeast is still there, when they were getting this money, what were they doing with the money? Are you making use of your brain? They lose 5.5 trillion a month. Abi, calculate them. When they were making this money, they were not losing it. Where were they investing the money? Or where have they invested the money? Did they invest the money in hospital, in school, in road? Where did they invest the money? Where have they been investing the money? They are crying, they are losing now. What changes has happened? What is this development that they have been bringing that they stopped bringing since we started our sit at home? I'm asking a question. What development is this that have been in progress that sit at home have stopped the progress? What development have sit at home stopped?
Southeast, everything is dying out. Nightlife dying in the Southeast, in Enugu State and in Southeast. And you have to have a leader who is proactive enough, who is courageous and proactive enough to say enough is enough. That we must not continue this way. This is somebody who talk about Enugu State being an investment. For people should come and invest in Enugu State. People should come and stay in Enugu State. People should come and live in Enugu State. So when you have those pockets of insecurity, it tends to chase away investors, private sector investors. He has been winning investors, telling them that Enugu State is free, Enugu State is safe. So the government will not look, or the government will not stay and fold its arms to see miscreants taking over the state or the Southeast region. So we are losing money from the sit at home, we are losing life. Even in the academic section or the academic sector, you see that if you go to other side of Nigeria, people go to work from Monday to Friday. But when you come to Southeast and you tell our children not to go to school on Monday, we are losing out. At the end of the day, they write WAEC with same people who attend school Monday to Friday.
You are losing out in the school you go, you don't get job. Or you are losing out in the school you cannot even afford the fees for your children to go. Where are you losing out? When we are talking about we are losing out, you cannot go to school. School that have no roof, school that have no walls. Is it not the school you are talking about? School that teachers you don't pay teachers. Is it not the same school you are talking about? School that you cannot even finish due to strike. I've been another different school you there talk about. I don't know where they breed this one from. They don't breed and finish. He come here, come they tell him something where make he come they talk. Listen to him.
They write NECO and they write WAEC. How do you want the Southeast to produce brilliant people? How do you want the Southeast to be productive? So the government will not look or fold its hands to see that miscreants take over the state. So, and the government is on top of the situation.
So, I mean, now that you mentioned the education and even workers going to work, I know that any workers go to work on Monday. For almost a year now, they've been going to work.
Yes.
There's not been any disruption. But the issue of other aspects, especially for things that are not under the direct control of the government, seem to be where the challenge is. Because you can't tell someone who's afraid, who's fearful to just come out. There has to be some assurances. I'm sure government has plans to reassure this set of people that there is no cause for alarm, isn't it?
Yeah, because when you, as of yesterday or the first day, the governor had security. It was in news security council meeting, where even the commissioner of police came out to issue strong words. The governor also had issued strong words. You understand that our people should not be taken for granted. Someone who stays in Finland has a family, has his children going to school, enjoy the best of life outside there. We now give order to those who are in Enugu and in Southeast that they should not come out. Is that not? It's kind of a
because you have lost the right, the power over the people. That is why he will sit in Finland. Mba that is there cannot do anything. Mba that is there no go fit do nothing. He no go say, he no go do anything. That is why you get whether you like it or whether you don't like it. Oto according. And what did he get about it? All this call him miscreant. You are not abo. You do the abari bena by a miscreant. Abari bet what you're a miscreant. As abari bet don't call miscreant to finish. Army people, the same army people where they send it, they humiliate them. They disgrace them for their state. In own constituency, they disgrace them. Tell them make a sit for ground. Sit for ground until we are done. When one army officer say, this one has seen it, they say if na senator uncle. Because when you carry those funani come put for our land, may they buy me. Now you they go finally buy. You don't get right over the people. You are talking about the sit at home. You are not talking that about the people going to do their voting willingly, free and fair. Have you seen anybody fighting in the police stations? Ever since Biafran started voting, you don't see anywhere where they fight for where they vote. You don't see any time where somebody carry the ballot box run. You don't see any time where somebody kill another person or where somebody bribe any other person. You don't see them. They will not discuss. You don't see any media in Nigeria discuss about that voting. When you see people videoed voting, or even those who no fit stand the way they work like this, they are voting. And you are here talking about sit at home. Sit at home don't pass. We are talking about freedom. You are talking about sit at home where don't become part of us. They call us miscreant. When you cannot call Funanis criminals, you cannot call the Funanis thieves. You no go fit call them Onyundoshi. Now to call me miscreant because I am calling for freedom. You see how people they behave? You see how people behave? Funanis are collecting taxes in the north. Before you go to farm, you will come and pay tax. If you are coming back from farm, you will come and pay tax. The same people will stop you from farming. Last night, I showed you the video of which I will show you again now. After this mumu talk balloon where they blow it off it, I could show you the video again, make you understand what you would talk. They don't discuss all these things. Now to sit here and tell you, is this it at home that is responsible for what is going on in Nigeria today? Is this it at home? Is it at home that is it at home the cause of your crisis? Is it at home the cause of your deflation of inflation and crisis and whatever you call them? Deflation, inflation, crisis, infection, poverty, inflation, evil, infection, everything. Nigeria, they open everything that affect them. The money they rise every minute. How much be money today, sir? And you are here fighting, speaking against Biafra, coming of Biafra. Is it at home the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is being kept behind bars for 4 years, 3 years, more than 3 years now? Is this it at home? Is it at home the reason why you went to Kenya to kidnap him? Is it at home the reason why you have denied him freedom? Or what I talk when you see them, they carry paper. We have signed the 1 million senators have signed. You don't know what it took us to get these their signatures. It's not easy. We are meeting in Enugu. Nnamdi Kanu will be freed in a short while. We are meeting at Attorney General office. He have assured us. Where is Nnamdi Kanu now? I told you that all these things they are doing are propaganda. Propaganda. Okay. You see, I'm Nolini say how much? 2,000 pounds to 1 naira. 1 naira. What do they mean? Nolini, I don't understand you. You know type and where. How you go say to 1 naira? I be one pound to 2,000 pounds. 1 pound to 2,000. You write them in contrary. You write them like this. Now 1 pound to 2,000 it be. 1 pound to 2,000. Now so it be. And this buffon they here they tell you say na miscreant cosam. Miscreant cosam. Now miscreant be your problem. Miscreant, sit at home.
Article this thing, character. And the governor has issued statement and said, we should not obey such kind of order. Our people should come out. Our people should be courageous that the government on its side has kept everything in check to see that those miscreants, if you also attested to it that for the past 1 year now, the governor has been on seat as the governor of Enugu State. We have not had any incidents of that. And Peter Mbada, we all know, is not somebody that will say something and sleep. You understand? He must pursue that. He must see that there's a conscious effort by the security men and even from his own side to protect the people of Enugu State.
So, well, I hope that the regular helicopter flights will resume, because I mean, if there are new threats, according to Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the late Owole Foundation said, common dangers and common enemies alert us on the need for common security. I hope all those measures will come back in place.
Sure. The governor has done that a lot of times, and he will not stop. He will not relent, because he knows that he will not relent. He has been doing that. Enugu State, as we all know, when he came on board, we know how the security of Enugu State was. Most things were not working well. So when he came on board, he saw the challenges, and he didn't even complain that this was happening before. What he saw the challenges, he know the challenges, and he provided solution, and he's continued.
Now you heard him. How he they are the president. Why the people of Hamufu still there for inside bush, forgotten, abandoned? Is today $1 is 1,600 and 1,700 close, just the same thing, 1,700, and a pound is 2,000 naira. And you are here. Is it sit at home that is responsible? Nigeria is finished yet. People don't understand it. When we talk, people don't understand. We go still go to another news where I go like make you see and make you understand wetin dey go on in Biafra land. Wetin dey go on in Biafra land. Today, as you are reading, as you are seeing, I dey say no come out tonight, no gree come out. Anyway, as you dey see the screen, you see the screen, you see as you dey see the screen, Nigeria army troops invade Imo community, reportedly gun down civilians, destroy properties. I believe That one na news where everybody know. Say na so it be today. You see the news, you hear the news. Now for you to understand, when we they tell you that this is happening, understand that it is truly happening. It's not a joke. It's not a making. We know they just make up anything. You know, our prime minister used to tell you, but you no go believe. Go to the media, go to our prime minister handle, or go to Twitter, you see the things where they happen to those underage, where they carry come Biafra land today. They carry a lot of underage people come Biafra land, but when they come Biafra land, they finish, they know they go back. They finish for Biafra land. And yet some fools they joyfully come. When they carry them come, they go they jubilate, they go they sing, say that they come Biafra land. I never see people who move like them. I never see. Honestly, I never see. We go continue. Before we read this news, I go like make we hear waiting Mazen Namdekano talk. Make we start with that. Waiting Namdekano.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope, because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say it with every shred of belief, with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why the entirety.
You hear that prayer? Hear this one also.
In terms of our approach, not just to the disintegration of the damnable zoological republic, but its disempowerment. I did promise you many years ago that by the time we are done with Nigeria, the name Nigeria will no longer exist. That is where we are headed. And for us to be able to accomplish that, we need to recreate the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Syria, the scenario of Somalia, in the northern part of the damnable zoological republic. And there is only one way we are going to achieve that. ESN will give it to us. How? Because in their eternal foolishness and stupidity, it is called hubris. The Janjaweed army will come to the south to engage us. They will. They will come. It is not a question of if, but when. But this time around, we are waiting for them in our bushes and in our forests. We are not going to fight this war in our townships. We are going to fight it inside our bushes and in our forests.
Are you listening to him? We are going to be waiting for them in our bushes and in our forests. It's no longer going to be in the city. But what are they doing today? What are they doing today? Look at what they're doing. They go to our communities, they murder innocent people, they murder women and children, they destroy communities. Instead of going into the forest to fight the people that are waiting for them, they will not go to fight them. They will go and fight and with those innocent civilians, children and women, they go and murder them. This is today's news. Sahara reporters. No, we say they make news up. It's for everybody to see. It's for the one Nigerianist to see. It's for you to understand what is going on. It has not stopped and it is not going to stop. Don't think this is about Simon Ekpa. Don't think this is about Nnamdi Kanu. The same thing they have been doing before now. The same thing they have been doing before even Simon Ekpa came into the limelight. They are still doing it. They did not start going into our communities and murdering people and destroying our communities only now that Simon Ekpa is involved. They have been doing that before even Simon Ekpa get involved into the Biafra activities. So it's not about him. They have been doing that even before Nnamdi Kanu came into the scene. So it's not because of Nnamdi Kanu that are doing it. They have been doing that even before Uwazurike get involved. So it's not because of Uwazurike. And they have been doing that before Ojukwu came into the light. That was why Ojukwu said, stop killing my people. They have been doing that as early as 1920s. And you are here pointing accusing fingers at me that I am the reason why, because I call for sit at home for liberation of my people. Is calling for sit at home the reason why army should invade communities and kill innocent children and women, innocent people, and destroy their properties? Is it? When we tell you that Nigeria is not your own, Nigeria don't want you to exist. You don't understand. Continue to our leader.
They will come there and we're going to kill them. All of them. And as they are coming into our bushes and in our forests, they will leave their backside open. Terrorists from all across the Sahel will flood into Arewa lands and occupy it.
Is it not happening today? Is it not happening? They are busy recruiting underage children, bringing them to Biafra land to die there, while the Fulani herders from all over the world are converging in the north to take over the north. Is it not happening? You are waiting for the prophet that is wearing tie and standing on the pulpit. Why the true prophet of God from the bush, from the forest, from the desert, from the wilderness is here preaching the truth? Like I said in the beginning, go and pay your tithe and offering in the box of Biafra Restoration Movement. Go and sow your seed of freedom.
God will destroy them. I just want all of you to watch and see what is going to happen to the zoo. What they call banditry and insurgency is only the beginning. Just an appetizer. The real dish is coming. The main course is coming. At the end of this process, all of you will worship God the way that nobody ever did in the world before. Biafra is coming not through the efforts of any mortal, but through the grace of God and God only, and not man. God will not share his glory with any mortal. By the time that Biafra gets here to us, we will all be very thankful that out of the billions upon billions of the people that occupy this very earth, Chukwuemeka chose Biafra to showcase his mighty works. You must remember this always. The fight we are engaged in is not of a carnal nature. It is very, very spiritual. Then that time they will bring what is left of their army. We know how many soldiers they have in the zoo, and we know that we have more men under arms than them in the zoo. We know why we lost the war. We're not going to lose this very war. I'm telling you, before God and man, we can't lose it. Heaven is my witness, we can never lose it. They are going to die in our land. They are going to die in Biafra land. And their homes will be taken over by the monster that they bred. There is something some of you do not understand in this. Sometimes when I go through Zoom, in fact, I say to myself, God, in my next life, I can never come to Africa. I don't want to mix the idiots who cannot reason very well. Let me tell you what is going to happen in the north. For some of you who do not know, it has started happening already. Do you know that the mother of Buratai died? Buratai could not go to his house. He's the army general, commanding all the armies of the zoo. He couldn't go for his mother's burial. Are you aware of that? In Brno, he couldn't go. Why do you think so? Do you know that Isa Funtua died? He was not buried in his village, he was buried in Abuja. Are you aware that Abba Kyari died? Abba Kyari was not buried in his hometown, in one of the Brno villages. He was buried, so they claim, in Abuja. Do you know that Simon Dar is dead? Do you know that everybody who has risen up to take over, do you know that the entire Fulani cabal that I was telling you about before, that they're all dead? Are you aware of that? Buhari is dead. Abba Kyari is dead. Isa Funtua is dead. Simon Dar is dead. Are you aware of that, all of you? Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. This war is being waged in the spiritual realm for some of you who don't understand. The reason why they have not announced the death of Mama and Daura is because they said if they announce it now, I'll look for the next person to curse. Go and ask them in Abuja, that's what they're saying. Anybody who rises up to become the head of the cabal, you will die. You have an eternal curse placed on you. And Mama and Daura is dead, of course he's dead. The entire cabal is dead. If you don't know, let me tell you. I'm telling you the truth. But this year, they can't escape it. Something is going to happen to the zoo that any ear that hears it will vibrate forever and ever. God will destroy Nigeria completely and totally. I want to let Britain understand this. I want them to do all they can to save their zoo that they created for the habitation of idiots who cannot reason in Africa, especially Nigerians. I need them to understand this very carefully. Do all you can to save your zoo. You cannot save it. Watch and see what is going to happen. The Janjaweed are coming from all over the Sahel with their camel, bringing in every manner of sophisticated weaponry. Not to come and fight Biafrans, of course not, but to come and finish all these vultures. They are in a very serious mess, I assure you. I gave them 3 examples: Yemen, Somalia, and Syria. That is what is going to obtain in the northern part of the zoo. They can't escape it.
I believe Obama, that message of redemption, Obayene Abi, we will continue to do the needful, because that is why we are here. If we stop doing the needful, we will all die. If we stop doing the needful, we will all perish. We will go to that news, but before that, I want us to touch some things. I want to push us to the point of knowing what the problem is. It's not sit at home that is the problem. It's not Nnamdi Kanu that is the problem. This is the problem that has been there before we were born. Before you became aware that you have been persecuted, you have been suppressed, you have been minused, you have been intimidated, this problem has been there. I will take us back. Remember this.
The declaration of the Alhaji Shehu Shagari as president-elect. We have decided to challenge the Pedico decision in the law courts. Notwithstanding the court action, and to save this nation further anxiety and uncertainty, we call upon the Supreme Military Council as the highest legislative and executive authority to annul the declaration of Pedico of Alhaji Shehu Shagari as president-elect and ensure that the Electoral College is convened forthwith to conclude properly the presidential election as provided by law.
This is the first ever Nigeria, first republic election. Their first republic election with the who? Nine be this. The Riga. As Zikiko contests, listen now, make you hear within the tell them. You go hear them yourself. Listen.
You cannot give any credit to the NPN for getting figures out of rigging. You can do nothing about rigging. They rigged, super rigging.
Do you hear that? They rigged the election, yes. Don't call the NPN, National People's Party of Nigeria, or whatever then. He said they rigged, super rigging, and there is nothing you can do about it. And did Ziki do anything? When we tell you that Obasanjo is enemy to we Biafrans, you don't understand it. Why I am bringing this, I want to show you who Obasanjo is. Really, who Obasanjo be. I want to open your eyes more. Listen again. Listen to the video.
Rigging. They rigged, super rigging.
You get the message? They rigged. Super rigging. If you don't know how Obasanjo come into this, Obasanjo was the one who organized the election. He was the one who handed over power. Who did he hand over power to? His choice. First time, Shagari did not win election. Ziki won the election. He handed over to Shagari. During Yaradua, he handed over again. When he came as a civilian, he handed over to Yaradua, cousin of his best friend, Yaradua, that died in the prison during Abacha regime. He handed over to the same family to compensate them. And he said they deserve it because they have suffered for Nigeria. It's not because they won the election, no, but because they have suffered, they deserve it. They deserve it. I want you to understand that Nigeria is, you have no place in Nigeria. You have no place in Nigeria. Listen to this before we continue. Listen to this.
Which meant and drastically reduced the price of the product. Ibeto Cement Factory promised to flood Nigerian market, which meant and drastically reduced the price of the product. Ibeto fulfilled his promise and flooded the country with cement. The result was that the price of cement crashed. This jolted Dangote Cement and affected his business adversely. Aliko Dangote wrote a petition to former President Olusegun Obasanjo kicking against the authority the federal government granted Ibeto to import 800,000 metric.
Did you hear that? This same Dangote today that is telling you he has finished building his refinery, Nigeria Chuba, it's not that he wants to sell it to Nigeria. He is calling Nigeria to partner with him so that his refinery will be the only refinery refining oil for the whole of Nigeria. And against the money he is calling, the money he is calling Nigeria to invest can build you new brand refinery. Can open, listen, even when we are talking rebuild or renovate, Warri refinery, nothing to am. Port Harcourt refinery, nothing to am. They just lock them up, gam, make it spoil. But the same way he manipulated the cement, rice, and every other thing is the same way he want to manipulate petroleum. And he is succeeding. If you think say at the lie, better. Very soon, you go here say Nigeria don't collaborate with him. Nigeria now buys shares. They are now becoming partner with Dangote. And when Nigeria become partner with Dangote, there is no way Nigeria will go and buy petrol outside. There is no way Nigeria will go and export petrol to any individual outside, because already Dangote is now telling you that all the petroleum you import are not good. They are not well refined. That is why your cars are spoiling. Is it true? That is what Dangote is telling you. The same way he went to Obasanjo and tell Obasanjo, Ibeto should not be importing rice because Ibeto rice is fake. Ibeto cement is fake. And Obasanjo said, Ibeto, stop importing cement. And then Dangote took over cement, monopolized it. He fixes the price at will, how he wants, how he wish. Dangote fixes the cement price. That is why today you cannot afford a bag of cement if you know shop belly full. Okada man no fit build house again. You must be wealthy to build house. But before it wasn't like that. I remember when my papa was selling cement, 2 naira a bag. Even there was one Ashaka cement, the one in Calago. He would travel maybe 2 days to go to Calago or Achaka and buy cement. And the other places, Boko, many places he buys cement. He will buy cement. The prices are different. Prices are different. That I remember very well being a small boy then. Then primary 2 or so. This one is 2 naira per bag. This one is 1 naira something. This one just like that. About 3 different markers you have in the shop. But today, you only have Ibeto cement. So he will control you. He will tell you how much you will pay. And you must pay because Obasanjo have helped him. Even if na mumu, even if na who be the most useless person, when you go monopolize any commodity for him, when you go become wealthy. Who be that? Because the whole land of the north are behind the Aliko Dangote. And that is what they are pressuring Tinubu to do now. And the Tinubu will do it. Tinubu will do it. He will fall to it, or they will scatter Nigeria. Did they not ask for what do you call it? School from Ministry of Amajiris? Did they not get it? They got it. Did they not ask Ministry for cows? Did they not get it? They got it. What have they demanded for that they did not get? But you waiting, you don't demand for where you don't get. Common name they can where they kidnap you, they beg you, you know they demand. You they beg. Did they live in for you? The only thing you people are good for is, oh, you're my son. That's not the God is my son now. He's my son. I will speak. I will go. Listen to what Obasanjo did.
Tons of cement. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo issued a directive that Ibeto was not allowed to import cement into the country until it proved its investment in local production. Dangote was allowed to import cement.
Alone.
Thousands of staffs of Ibeto's men were rendered jobless. When late President Umaru Yar'Adua succeeded
when Ibeto Cement was closed, do you know how many people that went hungry? Do you know how many people that lost their employment? Do you know that? This is Ibeto that is thinking, not those that will swallow and squash your money and tell you sit at home is their problem. Ibeto. Get Ibeto rice that time, get Ibeto cement, get Ibeto many things. They block them because Igbo man. How can you bring light? Because Ibeto brought it and brought the price down and said, everybody go and build a house. Go and build a house. You deserve to have a house. Dangote said a lie. By the way, all this Ibeto, what is his name? Dangote cement, Dangote. How many houses Funani they build? You don't imagine that? For Lagos, there now where they happen, where the fire. How many Funanis they build house? For Abuja, how many Funanis they build house? Unless the ones the federal government build for them. They don't build a house like you. So it's not their business. If cement costs 100 billion a bag, it no concern them. So they are using it to frustrate you, to torture you, to bend you, to tell you saying that they owe you, they must show you how you will work. Are they lie? Funani man own any house for Lagos.
Obasanjo, Ibeto in July 2007 applied for import allocation and it was granted. Once again, he flooded the country with quality cement and the prices crashed. Dangote Cement PLC quickly filed a suit alleging that Ibeto Cement Company is gaining undue advantage by the federal government.
Did you hear that? Because Ibeto flooded the market with cement. And the Dangote don't like it. He wants the cement to remain scarce. He wants the cement to remain as he wants. He go bring 20 bags. He go tell you, say, one bag now 100,000 naira. You go buy it. Who is buying cement more? No be man. No, be sincere to yourself now. Who they buy? Listen, if the 95% of the cement brought into the country by Dangote are being consumed by Igbo man. Or let me not lie, by Biafrans, 97% of the cement, building materials are for Biafrans. The other 3% are for the other people. Both Yoruba and Dollar. I know the lie. If you think I the lie, tell me how I the lie. Are you getting the message? Listen.
On its part, the federal government contended that Dangote Cement PLC is plotting to wipe out fair competition and create a monopoly in the industry and transform itself to the only cock that crows in Nigeria. But Ibeto fortified terms of settlement which were entered as consent judgment in the suit. In line with the consent judgment, it will continue to import 1.5 million metric tons of cement per annum for the period between 1st October 2007 and 30th of September 2019. This was in line with the federal government guarantee conveyed in a letter by the Ministry of Trade and Industry, dated 5th June 2002. By the judgment, the federal government was to pay Ibeto Cement Company the sum of $40 million and 1.9 billion naira. The amount is the verified claims by the Interministerial Committee of the federal government for losses suffered by Ibeto from the unjustified closure of his bagging plant between December 2005 and when it resumed operation in October 2007. But Dangote Cement PLC consented that its rights and interests were affected by the consent judgment. Dangote argued that the continuance of Ibeto Cement makes Dangote Cement expensive. However, the federal government and 6 of its agencies, which are the other defendants in the counter affidavit deposed to by one Emmanuel Joel, an assistant litigation officer in the law firm of Kenna Partners, argued that Dangote Cement PLC filed the suit with only one intention: to wipe out competition in cement business and become a monopoly. The federal government also contended that Dangote Cement has no locus in filing the suit, as the matter didn't concern them. It averred that the suit instituted by Ibeto Cement against the federal government was not fraudulent. Furthermore, it argued that Dangote Cement was not a nominee or agent of government agencies, which are defendants in the suit, and is not acting on their behalf. It argued that Dangote Cement PLC is not an agency of federal government with the statutory mandate of administering, managing, or enforcing tax compliance, therefore lacking the local standing to commence or maintain the legal action and seek the reliefs in the case. Ibeto took cement to another level. It signed a contract agreement of $368 million with a China company, Zhejiang Sinoma Engineering Design and Research Institute Company Limited, to produce 6,000 metric tons of cement in Enugu State, southeast Nigeria. The contract covered crushing limestone mining, cement raw materials to packaging, shipped to the whole process, and a 45 megawatts captive power plant, covering engineering design, equipment, steel, material supply, civil works, installation, commissioning, and personnel training. Already, Ibeto Company operates a similar facility in Port Harcourt, River State, which produces 6,000 tons of cement. Dangote was afraid that his...
Are you getting the message? They hear what in Ibeto they do? The expanding industries here and there. Are you listening? And the Dangote don't like it because Funanis don't tell them. One thing people don't understand is that Dangote is not one man. Dangote represents the whole North. But people no. People, they say Dangote as an individual. No. Dangote be just the man they put in the front. No being get them alone. Dangote na all of them get them. That's what you don't understand. And they are using Dangote to monopolize the whole thing you call your country. And you don't even know. You are fighting for sit at home. You have today, and then go collect this petroleum. And which petroleum that they talk about, by the way? Our own. The petroleum now will make this man go build the refinery for Lagos, and he did not even say, let me build this refinery in Biafra land. He did not. Is there no land in the Calabar, in the Cross River, in the rivers, in Hawaii Bomb, in Uyo, in Umuahia, in Abia, in Bayelsa, in Delta, in Edo State? Is there no land enough to contain the refinery Dangote built in Lagos? But he refused to build it there. He went to Lagos and built it. He wants to make sure that you are frustrated in everywhere. You get nothing from anywhere. Because if you build a refinery for your land, you go bring development now, you go get job now. He said no, he go build them for Lagos. And then the oil of our oil, he leave our land where is so. If you say they are thinking, therefore no say if we build these people will go frown. They could build them close. No. You that is claiming you know one by Biafra, Biafra didn't do that, Biafra na get about. Have you been ever intimidated by any Igbo man before? Show me where and how and when. Dangote is now fighting to monopolize the same oil Shell and the coal have abandoned and run away. Dangote one collect all of them. The only in one would they give you fuel. The same way only in one they give you cement. When he tell you say 1 drop of fuel na 1,000 naira, you go pay. 1 drop, oh, you think he love you? Many people are thinking that Dangote like them. If they do good, no. Dangote is frustrating you. He's not helping you. He is frustrating you. That is what you don't know. That is bigger than you.
Dominance and monopoly of cement production will be destroyed by Ibeto. Ibeto is a billionaire and one of the wealthiest men in Africa. As of 2013, he was estimated to be worth about $3.7 billion by Ventures Africa. His Petrochemical Industries Limited, which manufactures oil, lubricants, and other various petroleum products, both for local and international trade, has the largest liquid storage facility for petroleum products in Nigeria, with a large capacity to store over 60,000 metric tons, and is located at Apapa Wharf and the Ibru Jetty complex in Lagos, Nigeria. President Buhari came into power. Ibeto Company applied for foreign exchange from the CBN but was denied. Dangote applied and was granted.
Are you getting the message? You see the believe say, hey, we belong. You belong, Abi. You belong. So when you see them romancing criminals, freeing criminals, you go ask yourself why. Watch this video. Watch how many criminals, thieves, terrorists they have freed. Watch.
Executive pardon of the #1 citizen of Bauchi State as provided by Section 212 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Presenting the released inmates, the chairman of the Committee on Prerogative of Mercy, who also doubles as Bauchi State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Hassan El Yakub SN, speaks on the criteria followed before coming out with these 96 inmates.
The first one is old age. That is those that are 65 years and above and have exhibited.
That is, among the 96 people they freed from prison, the reason number one is because they are old in age. Let's go.
Good character while in prison. The second one is ill health. For those who have terminal, severe.
The second one is ill health. And these are criminals. These are terrorists. These are kidnappers. These are rappers. These are hoodlums. For ill health. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is nothing. He has done nothing. He doesn't fit anywhere close to what the evil these people have done. He's sick. To get treatment, you deny him, but you are freeing terrorists in the name that they have sickness. Is for you to I just want to make you understand, say, you not be the same person with these people. You not belong with them. You not get anything with them. They have proven to you that this country, where you call Nigeria, is not for everybody, it's for some people, but you refuse to understand it. I don't know why you refuse to understand that the country is not for everybody. Yoruba man refused to accept the reality that Nigeria doesn't belong to you. Because Tinubu is president, you think that makes Nigeria yours? When Funani comes to your land and slaughter you like a salaram? Listen again.
And have exhibited good character while in prison. The second one is ill health for those who have terminal, severe, or contagious illnesses. The third one is who have been sentenced to long term of imprisonment or life imprisonment, but have served at least 10 years and above, and have also exhibited good character. The next criteria considered is that persons convicted for minor offenses with options of fine and compensation who have served at least 2/3 of their sentence and have also exhibited good character.
Very simple. You hear that?
He has continued.
You get the message? I want you to understand that they like when I they do something, I would explain them to you one after the other. You understand them? Do you know how many Biafrans they have come to Biafra land to take away that have done nothing? Some of them are people that came back from Lagos. They came back just to say they want to come home, may they visit their mama land, their papa land. Police see them as able-bodied men. They carry them. They never return. Army see them, they took them. They never return. And yet, you are now freeing hoodlums, touts, criminals, kidnappers, rappers, terrorists, bandits, in the name that they are sick. While Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is very sick, life-threatening ailment. We are not talking about letting him free. No. Allow him to see doctor. You deny that. And then somebody go sit down there, tell me, hey, Funani, Tinubu have signed a structuring amendment for me. Fools everywhere.
A large capacity to store over 60,000 metric tons, and it's located at Apapa Wharf and the Ibru Jetty complex in Lagos, Nigeria. President Buhari came into power. Ibeto Company applied for foreign exchange from the CBN but was denied. Dangote applied and was granted. He has continued to enjoy all manner of waiver. Like Dangote did during the Obasanjo regime, he was said to have approached his Fulani brother. Buhari banned Ibeto cement. Following the closure of Ibeto cement by Buhari, the prices of cement jumped from 1,500 naira to 2,500 naira, and Dangote is smiling to the bank. Ibeto's account is frozen. Dr. Cletus Ibeto has been arrested several times, questioned by security agencies, harassed, humiliated, and intimidated. There is no law in the Nigerian law books that Ibeto Company has breached. What then is his crime? Why this mistreatment?
The message, is it clear or not? It's very clear. Very, very clear. Who never understand the message? As all these things they go on, as all these things they happen, you go see somebody, somebody, watch.
Sell Igbo land to rehabilitate Igbo land. Igbo, Igbo.
He is rejoicing that Buhari Tinubu signed a bill to rehabilitate Igbo land. As this mumu here, number one, to start with, who he resemble? No. Who did this man here, who he resemble? He resemble Igbo man. Who he resemble? Now be my question. Now who he resemble? I go rewind them. Think you hear them again. Before we go to the other.
Sell Igbo land, to rehabilitate Igbo land. Jo Igbo, mamanu. Jo Igbo, mamanu. Igbo, mamanu. Mamanu.
Legodunu, then no one know no work. Okay, rehabilitate Igbo land n'ime uwe ndị gbogobiri, n'ime uwe ekike ojiji ndị Fulani ka ọ ga-eji erehabilitate ndị Igbo. Ọkwa unu na-ahụ ya nụ, negodunu ya ndị nwere ọgụgụ isi, naanị ya nụnụ o nwere ọgụgụ isi. Oge rehabilitate ndị Igbo, oge rehabilitate ala Igbo, ọchị akwụkwọ n'aka ọ na-agbara egwu, oge eji rehabilitate ala Igbo na ekike ndị Fulani okere ka oge eji rehabilitate ndị Igbo. Chere na ka ọ bịa rehabilitate ndị niile na-efuchago ha kpafuchago, mana ọ na-aghọtara ha efuchagokwa ndị na-echekwa ha chewenụ ha ka ha bịa rehabilitate arụ n'ala Igbo. Onye chọkwara iteta n'ụra, ndị ya nọrọzie ndị ị na-ahụ ha wụrọzi mmadụ, ha anọghọzie.
Now the people were supposed to represent you. Hey, iwakati iwe eshimochi. Ọbara ọjọọ ajọka. Enwere egwu ahụ na-asị ọbara ọjọọ adịghị mma. Nna m wepụ ọdịkọchi Gozie Okeke gụrụ egwu ahụ. Gozie Okeke gụrụ egwu ahụ. Ọbara ọjọọ adịghị mma. Nna m wepụnụ ya na ndụ m. Gbanyere m ọbara dị mma ka m wee dị ndụ. Ọbara Fulani ajọka akpa, Jehova gbapụnụ ya na ndụ m. Gbanyere m ọbara Biafra ka m were mara ihe. Ọbara Fulani ajọka akpa, Jehova gbapụ ya na ndụ m. Gbanyere m ọbara Biafra ka m wee dị ndụ. Listen, when you call yourself an Igbo man, you go to, how many times have you gone to those their Senate sitting Senate, whether chamber red or black or white or yellow chamber? Have you seen any Fulani man dress in your own attire? You will never see. You will not see, but you will always see your brothers dressing like these people. You will always see them dressing. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, they would dress like them. Obarojo. All these are to please the Fulanese. Just to please them. All these are to please them. Now I want you to read this news, and they bring, if you are here and you want to join me in the studio, you are free. You can come into the studio if you want to have one comment or the other to make. You are free to come in. Now, make we go to this news, because when we they talk, people know they agree say not true with the talk. When we they talk, say these people they invade our land, they murder innocent people. People know they understand and the people know they agree. But today, news finally don't carry them the first time. News finally carry them. You understand? News don't carry them. Did they see them? News don't carry them. So we go hear the news, we go see the news now. Then we listen to the news. Make I read them out for us. We go hear them. Where the news there? Where the news there? Where they now? Okay. Now I believe say they clear for screen. Or make I put them for full screen itself so that you go see them very clear. So that you go see them very, very clear. Okay. And I'm going to enlarge it here so that we are going to read it together. All right, we move. Now, Nigeria army troops invade Imo community, reportedly gun down civilians, destroy properties. See them. All little children, by the way. Small children, na them they go the message. When you carry small pikin, then we no know anything. We no know the rule of law. We no know anything about the rule of engagement. You carry them, go send for mission. What do you expect? Look at them. You see any mature man, look at their faces. Little children. You have been seeing them on social media these days where they recruit them small children. Small children. Now listen. Eyewitness reported that at least 13 civilians, including men, women, and the children, were killed in the attack. 13. At least. A severe Nigerian army operation in our Mama community, Imo State, has left some residents reportedly killed and others injured. The footage of the incident seen by Sahara reporters showed soldiers arriving in 5 heavily armored vehicles, employing explosive devices on residential homes. Are you getting the message? On residential homes. On residential homes. I believe if they see the screen, let me see, I'm going to enlarge them again, make you see them very well. On residential homes. Purpose, not that they mistakenly throw the explosive devices on. No, purposefully, they go there to destroy those homes and the people in it. And somebody go sit there, tell me, say, na sit at home. Is sit at home the reason why these people now are doing what they're doing? I go start again. Is sit at home a severe Nigerian army operation is now going on in our Mama community? Is sit at home the reason why in Imo State and they have left some residents reportedly killed and others injured? Is this it at home? Is it at home the reason why Sahara reporter is telling you that the footages of the incident seen by Sahara reporters showed the soldiers arriving in 5 heavily armored vehicles, employing explosive devices on residential homes? Is this it at home that took them to the homes of civilians to go and throw bomb? Is it sit at home? No. I wonder I go sit down, ask all this that come to call me miscreant because I advocate for sit at home. I advocate for my freedom. You call me a miscreant because I said I want to be free. I want to ask a question. Is it sit at home now that led to these people going there to shoot, to murder, to destroy properties? Is it sit at home? I'm going to read it to the end. Eyewitness reported that at least 13 civilians, including men, children, women, were killed in the attack. Many others sustained injuries or were forced to flee. Properties worth billions of naira were also destroyed. You get the message? Are you getting the message? Meanwhile, the army said its troops of the Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Udoka, in collaboration with other security agencies, raided and declared indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its armed affiliates, the Eastern Security Network camp on July 20th, 2024, as part of ongoing operation to deter their activities of the region. You see, when they go wipe out people in their homes, in their communities, they go tell you, say, they don't go kill ESN. ESN will not exist again. ESN that is not anywhere to be seen. You can't see anybody telling you they are ESN. The raid took place in Ezi Oha, Eziama village in Mbitolu. This one, another one. This one, another one. This is the one we are talking about today. I don't want to, there are many of them that are going on, but I'm just telling you of this that happened now, that is happening now. Excuse me. Okay, Helen is here. Helen, you're welcome. Helen Peters, long time, you're welcome.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you very much for all you are doing. Your support for Ruboisoko State. We also appreciate you for that. God bless you. God bless you for all you do. My brother, our people are terrible. You know, for this freedom to come, our people are doing everything possible to make sure this freedom will not come. You understand? Look at that stupid goat that went to the journalists and be talking trash. How did Nigeria help them in their business that they have been running? Everything we as a Biafra put under, Nigeria will bring it down. And nobody, even if you cry from here to tomorrow, nobody will speak for us. They will not even take it from us. The next thing, they will shut the door against anything we complain of. And nothing. Nobody will speak. It will just die a natural death. But look at the Fulanis, whatsoever they demanded, they give them. They demand for, what do you call it? Ruga. Ruga, they were carrying Ruga everywhere. It is we, the Biafrans, that refuse Ruga, that makes Ruga not to stand. But now they have passed backyard. Bring in Zikao, what do you call it? Now they granted it to them once again. Everything they asked for. Look at that terrorist leader. What is his name? That set up a security network. Only him that is using his people to terrorize all Nigerians, that brought Nigeria into hunger. Now they are the same people setting up security. How can you, that causes security everywhere, will now come and set up a security network? Who are you now protecting? Are you also setting them up to protect the criminals that you have set in our forest? Are they the security that is clamoring for? But today they have released him. Immediately, Mieti Allah asked for it. That if they did not release him, they will burn down Nigeria. And Tinubu released him. Look at Mazin Amdekano, who is going there to command now that if you don't release, who is talking?
Go on.
Okay.
Continue.
Look at Mazin Amdekano, that our people could not even give a command. They are begging. They are begging the so-called politicians, the elite, and the whole of them. They are all begging. Yet they did not give them ear to talk. They humiliate us like we are nobody in that country. But our people will not even listen. When we say, no, this is enough, we must go, they will not listen to us. They want to perish with them, and they will die with them. Look at Onyema. Immediately Onyema brought out his airplane. Like he wants to be flying London. He's doing this, he wants to do that. What did they do? They tagged him as an Igbo airline. They tagged him as a Biafra airline. They banned him from some countries not to enter some countries. What have they not done to us? When will our people really say enough is enough of the suffering that we are passing through in that zoo? When will they say enough is enough? I am sick and tired of our people. What they are doing is unbelievable. They humiliate you. They do everything to you. They destroy your houses. You cannot live freely in any part of that country. You can't. Anything that happens in the West concerning their religion, we will be the one that they will kill on it. What else? How would somebody like maltreat you before you will say enough is enough? They push you to the wall. It's only our people that we know that they will push to the wall instead of that to bounce back. No, our people will bust the wall and enter. I've never seen people like this, so Mazi. True.
I didn't hear you.
I've never seen people like this, like our people. You see that condemning our prime minister, who is the only savior. If not for our prime minister, today, the whole of our land will have been taken over by these terrorists. What is happening in our land? That Nigeria terrorist army are carrying armor tanks, bombarding innocent citizens that are living in their own land. What is happening there? Nothing. Look at the north. Every day by day, they slaughter indigenous people there. They kill them, they do everything. Musa will not carry their military to that place. Musa will not go there and bombard them. What are they looking for? Freedom fighters. We are not welcome in Nigeria. They said they will not let us go. Yet our people are the ones supporting them. Upon all the inhuman treatment meted to our people are still supporting them. Mazi.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I've had more than enough. No. At times when I listen to them, like I want to throw off. That does these people, do they really have brain? Do they think? When will they say enough is enough? Even a house girl in this day and age, if you take a house girl in Lagos there and you treat them the way they don't like, before you call, they will carry your money and run away. That is what they do. They free themselves. Not to talk of you, that the so-called country, everything that the country is living with today is with our resources. The gold did not belong to the terrorists coming from Sahel and the governors in the north. The governors in the north have been tagged as the leaders of the terrorists. Everybody knows that the vice president is the leader of, is the sponsor of Boko Haram and ISWAP and every other terrorist group coming from West Africa or across all Africa. They all know, but yet they gave him vice president. Even when they saw this man celebrating with terrorists, he was celebrating, eating with terrorists. That is to tell you that education have nothing to do with these terrible people that I don't know where Britain just have the mind to merge God's own people with terrorist people. I don't know. I don't know where they are coming from. I don't know. It's only God that will help us. I thank God for the life of our prime minister, because left for the enemies, that sold Mazin Abdikano, but now they will have taken over our land. But the prime minister and the work, the contribution of every one of you that stood by our prime minister, God will continue to reward every one of you. Even when Biafra comes, the God of Biafra will continue to protect every one of you and your families, wherever you are. Because if not for you guys, by now we wouldn't have even had matters to speak. Biafra is being talked about everywhere today. It is because of the work you are doing and our prime minister, the brigade as a whole, the brigade cabinet as a whole. It is the work that you are doing. Today in Lagos, people are no longer afraid to stand and be talking about Biafra and be even measuring our prime minister's name. They are no longer afraid because most of them have had enough. Nigeria did not give them any. The only thing Nigeria had for a Biafra man is death. There is no federal presence in our land. In any part of our land, no federal presence apart from the terrorists in uniform that they are using to extract money. The little that our people will also save to take care of their family. The terrorists in uniform, we extract it from them. I've never seen this kind of a thing. And our people will still stand. I am in one Nigeria. We are supporting one Nigeria. Even Nyema was mentioning how he rescued people from India, how he rescued people for Kafashan, how he rescued people for China, how he rescued Nigerians for. But at the end, what do they use to reward him? The whole of the cry that he cried. Who cares about him? But look at Dangote that just only one single video. The whole of the North are calling for the arrest of whosoever that is in charge of what so-called that is bringing his business down. The whole of even the so-called P2B still gave his voice. But if he comes to his brother's home, no, P2B's voice will come to a baby so that he cannot yield it. My brother.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. God bless you. Thank you.
We have our worry sister here in the studio. Worry sister, you're welcome. Worry sister, did there?
Mazi,
You're
my
welcome.
Mazi, my darling brother. I don't know whether my mic is okay. Oh. Can you hear me clearly?
We can hear you very well.
Okay. Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening. Thank you, Mazi Ugo. God bless you for your work. Oh, God will bless you. Thank you for all you do, not just for the media, but for everybody that runs to you. We thank you very much. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for giving us mouth and platform to come and hear ourselves like Urobo Isoko. Thank you very much for all the things that you've been doing, that you are doing, and you are still going to do. Bless you. Thank you. I will thank our prime minister, the Obato Bie, the Agbara Guru, like you called him yesterday, the Agbara Guru of one that is
I love
destroying
that.
the zoo.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, the Agbara Guru that is destroying the zoo. I will not call him Lebatan, according to my sister. And he is. He's destroying them. Please, you people should help me ask these so-called Fulani soldiers there. These Boko Haram soldiers, what are they doing in our forest? Why are they going there with military tank? What is wrong? What is happening in Sabisa forest? Why are we not seeing all these tanks in Sabisa forest? Is Sabisa forest is no more? Is the Sabisa forest in the southeast? Where can we locate Sabisa forest? Is it in the southeast? Where is Sabisa forest? Shetima, Gumi, where is Sabisa forest? What are you people doing in our bushes? The way we see you come in, we cannot see you go back. Why? Why are you not showing yourself going back? Only coming in, we can see you. What happened of your going back? Wetin happen to your going back? That everything we are doing to keep safe, we are not looking for you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go on.
Hello?
We can hear
Okay.
you.
We are not fighting you people. Thank you, my brother. We are just here looking for our own daily bread. How will we exit this zoo? We have no war with nobody. We are not the people that kidnap children from schools. We are not the one that are killing people in Benue. We are not the one that are killing people in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not the one that is doing bomb in your so-called Abuja. Why are you people coming to our land? Who gave you the right to come to our land? Is it the governors? Only one man standing? Is it the governors? Can't you see that we are doing voting and over 4.5 million and counting have voted for Biafra? Our PM, the Obato Bie, did anybody says no to these so-called governors that you people are carrying yourself to come to this our Biafra land? To come and do what? We don't understand. Are we the one that is causing Dangote not to make his business? Are we? When Oyoma came out, like my sister said, everybody kick against him because he's an Igbo man. When they were massacring people all over the world, Oyema will carry his flight and go and rescue our people. Yet, they will call him a bad man. And he too is looking at himself as if he's the one Nigeria. He never knew that he's not a Nigerian, he's a Biafra man. Biafra, Nigeria will happen to Oyema. Oyema will know that he has people back home that he will fall upon. Peter Obi, Nigeria will happen to you too. Because our leader have supported you. That we cannot allow you to be perished in this so-called zoo country. Turn around and see the goodness of Biafra upon you. We are not fighting you as a person. We are fighting your ideology as a Nigeria. That is what we are fighting, Peter Obi. Turn back and support your people. Even with all your mess that you have done, yet we still want you to be alive. So that you will know that we are good people. We seek for justice and not for problem. We seek for our nation and not to be scattered all over the places. We are calling on you to raise your hand up to support Biafra. You will not die. You have never one day called on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name for him to be released. But our PM is calling for them not to do any harm to you. How wonderful is that? Can you do that, Peter Obi? Can you? Can you raise your hand and say, this man is an innocent? Release him. Can you do that for once? Why everybody is clamoring for him to be released? Peter Obi, raise up your hand for once and say, release my brother. Release my person. Release Nnamdi Kanu, Oku Kanu. Release him. You will go to Biafra land. You will never come back. We are so pleased that we are seeing you. You are showing yourself that you are going into our bushes. But we will never see you come back. You know why? Because you are going to come back in body bags. That is how you are going to come back with. So gather your people and leave Biafra land. You can never win this war. You can't. You can't win this war. There is nothing in the bush for you to flatten. There is no building in the bush for you to flatten. We are there to drive the Fulani that are killing our sisters, our brothers, our mothers. That we are there to protect our bushes so that we can get food to eat. So that we will not be hungry like the Nigerians are angry and hungry right now. because they've destroyed the basket of your so-called Nigeria. Because we are not among, we are not hungry. Because we don't support you people, we are not hungry. Because our bushes are safe, we are not hungry. Because our men are securing our bushes for us, we've got food to eat. What are you going to do in our bushes? I ask you again. Come out from there before your days are numbered. Whether you go to the bushes or not, we are going to sit at home 29, 30, 31st, on the 2nd, we are going to sit at home. Nothing will stop us. Whether you are in the bushes, whether you are in the street, nothing you will do that will stop us not to sit at home. Because our sitting at home is to safeguard our land. Our sitting at home is to release our leader. Our sitting at home is to make sure our Biafra is here. That is why we are sitting at home. We are not sitting at home to fight you, Nigeria. We are not sitting at home to come and do propaganda that, oh, Biafra is coming on the 2nd, whether you like it or not. So whether you are there in the streets of our land, you will vanish when the time comes. We are doing countdown until on the 29th and beyond. You will know that we meant business. Thank you, my darling brother. God bless you for your hard work. I hear my mic for you. Thank you, my leader. Thank you very much.
They were my dear sister. Thank you so much. There's a clip I also want us to see, because when they're telling you sit at I want you to see this video and confirm for yourself. Listen.
It's a season when our families do what they know how to do best. But unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen because they come in to land grab and then to maim and to kill. And for some reason, no one has been able to make a hold of them. So with very good policing by your rank, this is again
security officer.
This I did while I was. Ona, they understand that Biafrans, that is Benue State Governor, telling you that unfortunately, this is season farming, farming season. But unfortunately, the people can no longer go to farm because some people, in the name of unknown gunmen that came for the purpose of land grabbing, mining, killing, sending to IDP camp, destroying their farms, raping, would not allow people to go to farm again. And then some fools are out there deceiving themselves that they are going to protest for hardship. Is it hardship that is responsible for hunger in your land? That is Benue State Governor. I'm going to allow him to speak again. Listen to him again. Listen very well.
In Plateau, and I want to replicate it here. I have come this afternoon to pay respect to His Excellency.
This is again
His Excellency that I'm in Benue State.
Listen to him now.
This is again is the season when our families do what they know how to do best. But unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen because they come in to land grab and then to maim and to kill. And for some reason, no one has been able to make a hold of them. So with very good policing by your ranks, there will be something new in town. That renewed hope that we.
I believe when I hear them. Well, this video today, I beg like this video anywhere you dey watch me from. Try and like this video. And only 60 people I see will like this video. You get as it be. Try and like this video. Okay, I see 100 and okay, but if you never like, I'm still like I beg like this video. And if you can share, or go to the Sahara News or go to our PM handle Twitter and share this news. Let the world come to understand what we are crying for. Make the world come see waiting with the shout for. No be somebody where they will be like rejected the sacrifice. Go come, they call me miscreant. Because I am calling for freedom from something like this. Nigeria army troops going to my communities to unlive people, to unlive innocent people, women, children, men, destroying their properties. So share this video, I beg you if you can. Mostly this part. Share. Invite people to see what is going on in our land. Why you must sit at home. Why we must not fold our hands. Why this sit at home is very, very important. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you relax. Then Friday, we hit them again. Like our Prime Minister said, this is a different one. Mazi, you're welcome. Mazi Christian, you're welcome. Okay, it's like okay. Yeah, we can hear you, Mazi.
Hello. Oh, okay. I just pumped in now because she said you done there a long time, so maybe you're rounding up, I suppose.
Yeah, we are rounding up.
Oh, okay. So these terrorist Nigerian soldiers, they still buy our people for Biafra land. Huh?
Yeah, today.
Meanwhile, so obviously their game plan is well known, because that is what they tried all along to sort of give a soft landing, to the marauding Fulani herdsmen. This is what they do. They go about disarming people. They come in, the Nigerian military, first of all, what they do is they come in, they fight you, disarm you, so that when the land grabbers, when they come, it becomes a walk in the park. They just stroll in, take your land, send you to IDP camp. That's what it's all about. And that is why their personal grow, with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he prevented it, with the formation of our soldiers on the ground, the Biafran soldiers. So this is that is their big agenda, is total, Islamization, to impose this thing on everywhere, because that is one land that from the beginning has been very difficult for them to conquer, So, but over the years, not only did they infiltrate the Nigerian military, they took over it. They're in charge. The command from the head. The Fulani herdsmen, the Fulani hijacked Nigerian system. They run the military, and it has become a terrorist military. It's pure and simple. So what they do is they go to, they did it in Benue. They say, we are here to protect you. They take all their arms and everything. And at the end, they just left, making it easier for the Fulani herdsmen who are armed to take AK-47 to come in, massacre them, take their land, and send them to IDP camp. This is what they do. This is what Nigeria. So that's why I say, of course, even like Danjuma already said it, a lot of people have said it. So it's no longer news. Anybody pretending not to know that Nigerian military is a terrorist one, well, I feel sorry for you. You are being mischievous, because it's a fact. Danjuma, who was a general in the military, the highest position, he said it, that they are colluding. If you wait for them to defend you, you will all buy one by one. So it's very clear. But the good thing is, sporadically they'll be coming to make effort, but we will always repel them. Our people will always repel them. So they will not have that stronghold, in Biafra land. And it has to extend to other region, the coastal region, every other part of Biafra, we have to defend our land because that is their sole aim, you know. But as for the protest, I heard you talk about their upcoming protest. Well, I don't know. I don't believe in it. I don't have faith in it because you cannot be attempting to fight your enemy and you are telling them in advance what you want to do. I don't know how that will be. They will not fold their hand and watch you. These people who sees Nigerian, they see the country as the butter and bread. These politicians, they will not fold their hand and let you succeed in your protest. But anyhow, if they anything they want to do, good and fine. You know, if that will help in dismantling this evil entity that ought not to exist in the first place, so be it. Who knows? Who knows the angle? Want to dismantle this satanic creation. This Nigeria is a demonic creation, and to pretend not to know that is just unfortunate because nothing good comes out. Tinubu, oh my goodness! Today I was watching a program of young people who Tinubu promised them when he was sworn in that the refinery, I think in Warri or Port Harcourt, will start working in December. In fact, before December, this December that passed, this 23 December, that he will start working. And I think it was either September, he gave them an excuse. And so he said deadline was December. And they were there. December came and gone, and it's still not working. So now they said they want to protest. Tinubu is telling them that I heard you. You know, Tinubu said to them, I heard you, give me time, blah, blah, blah. It's all lies. You know, it's all lies. It's just the fact that people still believe in their lie. But we see what happened. I think their protest is on the 1st of August. So we see what happened if they continue to believe their lie. But like I said, whatever they want to do with the protest, so be it. We will watch and see what happens. You know, so my dear brother, I guess you have to go now.
Yeah, I have to go. What is sister and the Helen? I beg if you go use just 2 minutes maximum to do your submission. Make I go rest my eyes more because it don't depend me.
Thank you, Mazi. You don't really try. You don't try. God bless you for what you have done. We will continue to inform our people to sit at home. They must sit at home because it is this same terrorists in uniform that will come after them, kill them, and tag it on our prime minister, just to prove a point. So you must sit at home wherever you are. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, that you must sit at home. That he is the initiator of sit at home. So we continue until he is released and our freedom be granted. It is 2 things that we are asking for this sit at home: the freedom of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of our nation Biafra. Thank you very much. God bless you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. What is sister you did?
I did can't pay. Oba need to go transfer. I did can't pay.
Oba they go transfer.
My brother, make I take my pidgin English tell them now. See, our people. See, there is nothing when Amima go do now, when go shake now. Nothing. Now don't see 12 o'clock, now 13 o'clock, now no remain. When I go see him, 13 o'clock they come. Because India, they sit down for house for 1 year or so, or more than. Now they say India sit down for house. What it happen? They get their independence from British. They not fight. They do everything possible for where they sit down for house. And now they show good example by sitting at home. The only example, the only way where we go there safe and secure. Our brother, our papa, our uncle, when be our leader, Oyendu, he look up and down. The way Fulani they kill una for una bush, the way Fulani they this our so-called army when we said security before, but now we don't turn out to our army, giant army. When we say they fight this battle for us now, so And because of that reason, now they go kidnap him. Put for inside this gathering when he did so. Now when he fight for. No, now when he fight for. Where our Oye do there before. They talk. Nothing for touch him. If for the preach on and because of the love when he get for us. Now make a day inside that God room. Everybody don't go meet him. Beg him. Make it step down. Make it leave Biafra. He said, I lie. He said, now go disappoint him. Our people when they home, when I go disappoint them, the answer is no. You know why when I not go disappoint them? Because he not disappoint us. He said now we go disappoint and he not go disappoint us. And he don't tell us, say, anywhere they for cash on and say they want put down. He said, we could burn out to pieces. Why we never burn the zoo? He say, we see the look there with small eye. He say, I'm all year do, if they for inside that zoo, you see they breathe. Even though they give him medication, even though they allow him doctor to come see him. But our sit at home, what we want to do these 4 days, you go move them, you don't shake them already. They don't allow doctor to go see him, but not only that one, now our PM wants. Our PM say we go still carry on with this sit at home, these 4 days. We don't do them before, and we go do them again. We will fit do 1 month, said. We not go shake. You know why? Because our bushes, they secured. Our food, they secured. Will not be like Benue, will not be like Kogi, will not be like the northern part of the so-called zoo. They not fit go farm again. That be this hungry way they see for their land, but not there for our land. You see the difference? The difference be say we get people where they support us. And the people don't come now got us. So the only thing I go do that to sit down for us. For these 4 days, where you go just come go like this. Before you go blink your eye, open your eye. The 4 days don't complete. You don't do a come up for ground. And the people were there for Obodo Ibo, they record that down, no. Now make they fight to sit at home. They fight to because they know say as na sit down for us, or they give our PM the support. They know say that PM now they control. So and the people were there for abroad, so their nation, they see and say, oh nah, they support Oyedu as PM. So because of that one, they're not going to sit down for us. So that they go scatter around me to say that they're not win. But they're not going to win us, my people. We must sit down for us on the 29, on the 30, on the 31, and on the 2nd. Our people not be so. Now so, so that
Now,
when I
so
go don't know all the dates don't show for the television there. But when they look am so that when I go remember say on the 29, 30, 31, and on the 2nd, oh na must done for us. Just because of our year do and our Biafra when they come, let us make a tell una. Una do God go bless una as una sit down for us. Thank you, my darling brother. I hear my mic for you.
My sister, and all of you in the studio. Ona, well done. Ona, thank you so much. As they go, make we listen to this our Oyendu message. Now from there we go. So make we listen to him. Because now the message we in talk, now him that happened today.
We are very, very strategic in terms of our approach, not just to the disintegration of the damnable zoological republic, but its disembowelment. I did promise you many years ago that by the time we are done with Nigeria, the name Nigeria will no longer exist. That is where we are headed. And for us to be able to accomplish that, we need to recreate the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Syria, the scenario of Somalia, in the northern part of the damnable zoological republic. And there is only one way we are going to achieve that. ESN will give it to us. How? Because in their eternal foolishness and stupidity, it is called hubris. The Janjaweed army will come to the south to engage us. They will. They will come. It is not a question of if, but when. But this time around, we are waiting for them in our bushes and in our forests. We are not going to fight this war in our townships.
We are going to fight it inside our bushes and in our forests. They will come there and we're going to kill them. All of them. And as they are coming into our bushes and in our forests, they will leave their backside open. Terrorists from all across the Sahel will flood into Arewa lands and occupy it. God will destroy them. I just want all of you to watch and see what is going to happen to the zoo. What they call banditry and insurgency is only the beginning. Just an appetizer. The real dish is coming. The main course is coming. At the end of this process, all of you will worship God the way that nobody ever did in the world before. Biafra is coming not through the efforts of any mortal, but through the grace of God and God only and not man. God will not share his glory with any mortal. By the time that Biafra gets here to us, we'll all be very thankful that out of the billions upon billions of the people that occupy this very earth, Chukwuka chose Biafra to showcase his mighty works. You must remember this always. The fight we are engaged in is not of a carnal nature. It is very, very spiritual. Then that time they will bring what is left of their army. We know how many soldiers they have in the zoo, and we know that we have more men under arms than them in the zoo. We know why we lost the
Sorry. Sorry about that. No worries. We'll bring them back.
We are not going to lose this very war. I'm telling you this. Before God and man, we can't lose it. Heaven is my witness, we can never lose it. They are going to die in our land. They are going to die in Biafra land. And their homes will be taken over by the monster that they bred. There is something some of you do not understand in this Zoom. Sometimes when I go through Zoom, in fact, I say to myself, God, in my next life, I can never come to Africa. I don't want to mix with idiots who can know reason very well. Let me tell you what is going to happen in the north. For some of you who do not know, it has started happening already. Do you know that the mother of Buratai died? Buratai could not go to his house. He's the army general, commanding all the armies of the zoo. He couldn't go for his mother's burial. Are you aware of that? In Brno, he couldn't go. Why do you think so? Do you know that Isa Funtua died? He was not buried in his village, he was buried in Abuja. Are you aware that Abba Kyari died? Abba Kyari was not buried in his hometown, in one of the Brno villages. He was buried, so they claim, in Abuja. Do you know that Samanda is dead? Do you know that everybody who has risen up to take over, do you know that the entire Fulani cabal that I was telling you about before, that they're all dead? Are you aware of that? Buhari is dead. Abba Kyari is dead. Isa Funtua is dead. Samanda is dead. Are you aware of that, all of you? Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. This war is being waged in the spiritual realm for some of you who don't understand. The reason why they have not announced the death of Mama and Daura is because they said if they announce it now, I will look for the next person to curse. Go and ask them in Abuja, that's what they're saying. Anybody who rises up to become the head of the cabal, you will die. You have an eternal curse placed on you. And Mama and Daura is dead, of course he's dead. The entire cabal is dead. If you don't know, let me tell you. I'm telling you the truth. But this year, they can't escape it. Something is going to happen to the zoo that any ear that hears it will vibrate forever and ever. God will destroy Nigeria completely and totally. I want to let Britain understand this. I want them to do all they can to save their zoo that they created for the habitation of idiots who cannot reason in Africa, especially Nigerians. I need them to understand this very carefully. Do all you can to save your zoo. You cannot save it. Watch and see what is going to happen. The Janjaweed are coming from all over the Sahel. with their camel, bringing in every manner of sophisticated weaponry. Not to come and fight Biafrans, of course not, but to come and finish all these vultures. They are in a very serious mess, I assure you. I gave them 3 examples: Yemen, Somalia, and Syria. That is what is going to obtain in the northern part of the zoo. They can't escape it.
All right, Biafrans. Una, thank you so much for watching. Do me one favor, like the video. And I go say bye for now.